started my day at about 4:30 in the morning. I woke up at 4 and I headed out. I'm on my way to Nitro Gear in Kashmir. But it's cool because we get to come up over the pass, and this is the first snow I'm seeing of this year. The Raptor is doing great. Look at her, she's just so beautiful. I had to buy a new trailer yesterday out of the blue because someone hit my trailer in the Walmart parking lot. It is pretty basic, but I really like it. I'm stoked about it. It's got these fold down deals for loading. It's got slide out ramps, LEDs all around. I feel like it's a grown-up purchase, you know? This episode is brought to you by JACKERY. If you haven't gotten yourself one of these JACKERY power banks for your vehicle, you're missing out. I keep a JACKERY unit with me like this in pretty much every one of my vehicles. Having a reliable source of power while I'm on the road, making videos or overlanding, it's super helpful, and I personally recommend these JACKERY boxes. This month, give the gift of power, save up to 15% on select JACKERY products. December 6th through 10th, and you can save big. Give the gift of power. I should probably cut that part out. But I'm not gonna. Thanks so much for watching. Because I know that some of you guys enjoy the vlogging portion of my videos. I'm listening to Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, who's known as the toughest man alive. Navy SEAL or some shit.
But there was something they didn't talk about in the lead up to pararescue training. Water confidence.
Go check in with those guys, see what the story is. Ooh, man, I'm excited to take that truck home. Look at her. So last time we did the gearing, Jared did most of the work and I just filmed. And I was kind of feeling left out, so I told him this time around that I really wanted to be a little more hands-on. I wanted to dig in, just get some instruction from him. So I think that's kind of what we're gonna do today. Is I'm gonna be doing a lot more of the hands-on work. Of course, this truck's got a dead battery, so we're gonna have to push it in there, and it's got almost flat tires. Quite the combo though. All right, this will be good. We're gonna be putting in a high pinion front end, and hopefully we didn't break the rear locker, because that could be a big issue.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Oh, I'm so stoked about this. I never even really got to play with the truck. It broke on the second outing.
Oh geez.
Yeah, so we bought it, it broke, and it's just been sitting forever. It's finally time.
Down in the dirt. Being a real bad
Sorry, not to interrupt your filming, but you got a first gen Toyota front end is a lot narrower than the Tacoma. It's like 3 inches narrower. So
Yeah, so he had to put those big old chonkers on.
honestly, what he needed to do was just leave them off the back, stick the ones in the back on the front, and then he'd have been fine. We can go into geometry on this stuff too, on why wheel spacers are actually worse when it comes to rubbing than better. Oh, okay. You're going from here to here.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You put it out on a stick.
We put it. Get the stick.
This is a stock front end for the first gen Toyotas. The pinion is below the center line of the axle. You see what happens, especially when you're at group, when you lift and you have a low pinion front, this angle gets greatly exaggerated. And when we're done, when we have the high pinion front end in, you'll see why it's better just for your driveline angles. He didn't have to modify this axle at all.
This was a really cool experience for me because I've never taken apart a solid front axle before. So every step of the way, Jared was teaching me and instructing me, and it's really good to learn about your vehicle. The more vehicles I have, the harder it is for me to do every bit of every project myself, but as much hands-on experience as I can get, I'm gonna take it, because when I break down on the trail, and we know that I will, it's gonna be nice to know what I'm looking at. And like literally, it's like 2 feet deep of water. I'm trying to like pour concrete, set posts, and we had to just abandon full sections of the field where it's just like, it's totally flooded.
So you just give it a tap, just to break the gasket free. Yeah. Just up, down, around, left, right.
Just,
there you go.
Okay, just a spindle. Okay.
Nothing crazy. Oh, nice catch. I was just ready to... Make sure the flat spot's aligned with where the trunnion bearings are, which this one is, and it should just come out now. Okay. Oh, maybe not that big of a wiggle.
That's a big wiggle.
Yeah.
Dude, she's in
They
there.
are.
There.
There it was. We had it flipped over the wrong
That's what
way.
you wanted, but it's flat on both sides.
It's flat on both
so
sides. It's just
easy to do.
something.
Right. Okay. So we're just gonna repeat everything on the other side.
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice catch. Almost delicious.
It's a nice looking axle though.
It is. Those are good axles.
Hey, I rolled it over there for a second.
I was worried.
But I didn't do it. I didn't.
Well, they're running into that issue. Oh wow, that's only the 4th time in my career I've ever seen oil come out of a pinion like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Not good?
It's not uncommon. I just never see it.
Look how beefy this skid plate is.
Dude, that's
Look how thick that is.
That's 3/8 steel.
It's huge. There we go. Carnage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got some on the other end too. Not as bad though.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you try too hard.
Yeah. All right. This is the exciting part. So we're going to be switching from the lunchbox locker to an e-locker from Detroit. Sweet. It's going to be a huge upgrade because the lunchbox are just real finicky and weak, and
They're great. I mean, they're okay for a budget wheeler, but they're just not durable.
so we threw away all the old parts and we started building a new front diff, and this was actually a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. We had to use these tiny paper thin shims and calipers to make sure everything was just right, and we ended up having to do this process multiple times. We also installed an e-locker. The e-locker will give me a lot more traction and control than the lunchbox locker that I had before.
Like 6'7", 6'6".
It feels wrong, you know, to just drill into this.
It's hard. Yeah.
Alrighty,
Sweet.
baby torque.
All right, now let's check our backlash with the backlash checker.
Oh, the old backlash.
The old backlash
checker.
checker. All right, let's see what we got here. So I got 11. I'm a little on the high side.
What are you aiming for?
7 to 10.
7 to 10.
So I'm really stinking close, but not quite. So the way to do this now is we'll loosen the caps up.
Okay.
We're gonna back this one off 1 notch, and I'm gonna go forward with this one 1 notch. Now that'll get me within spec. All differentials have the same 4 specs, and it's your carrier bearing preload, your pinion bearing preload, your pinion depth, and the backlash.
Okay.
Carrier bearing preload, you can feel the rolling resistance. With the pinion bearing preload, you can measure the rolling resistance. The backlash, you just saw we measured it with the checker. The only way to check for depth is by running this pattern. It's the only way to tell if your pinion is either too close to the center line of the axle or too far away.
Okay, so you're just measuring the depth.
Yeah, and it's they call it the depth of the pinion, or how far in or how far out the pinion is.
And
Ideally, you're looking for like an oval or like a football shape. Sometimes you get a rectangle. The one thing you don't want is what we got going on here, where you have, and I'm not, you see you have this hard line that kind of goes all the way across.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried so much about that. I'm talking about where the paint is taken off. And you see how you do have a nice strong line along the bottom here, but then it just kind of fades off up here.
Okay.
There's no line like down here up top. So that tells me that the pinion is too far this way. It's too close to the center line of the axle. It's too deep.
It's too deep. Mm-hmm. All right.
And you can tell over here as well, because yeah, the pattern is close, but you can tell over here the same thing. It's too deep. Let's take it all apart.
No.
And pull that pinion bearing that you were saying, man, I hate to pull this pinion bearing off. Yeah, we get to do that.
What?
So go ahead and pull the caps.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, take it all apart. No, stop, Mark. We're filming.
Because the paint was off.
Because the paint was off.
Everything else checked out.
Yeah.
The paint wasn't right. Do it again. Messed up.
Well, yeah,
But
sometimes they're
educated guess.
yeah, but it got us close. You saw
close.
how you know the factory stuff may not always be dead on, but it's going to get you close enough that you can make the minor adjustment necessary.
Okay.
Then if you start with nothing and just start throwing shims in there and trying to figure out how to do it.
And we just need something a little smaller. A lot
yeah,
smaller.
we're at 75 thousandths here. We're probably going to go down to around 73. So we're going to go down to about 67, I think, is where we're. It's the other popular number that these like to set up at. Kind of running into a wall. You'll feel that hard. Actually, first, before you do that, back this one off. I think you're too close.
Okay.
The only way it works is if that side's off.
Okay, and you just touch it.
Yeah, you know,
Just ever so softly.
and you want it kind of in line, as in line with the rotation as you can.
Okay. That's
Oh, look at that. That's really good.
That's textbook right
That
there.
is. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Just get a close up of how well you stake that nut. There you go. Good job.
Yep. 10 out of 10 nut staking.
Gonna add it.
That's it. I built a diff.
You built a diff.
I built a diff.
You built a diff.
I did that. The last video, I was like, this is why you always take it to a professional. Never do this yourself. And then the next video, I'm like, I'm doing it myself. I don't think I could do it over again without your help from this point.
Yeah, differentials are weird. They're a mix of, you know, thousandths of an inch and also go get your grinder, you know?
Yeah.
Same type of pattern and everything. See, you see this the spots up here and down here. What you need to do is you need to open them up. You need to come to about just out to there.
Oh,
It's really is a tiny little. It's not that big of a. Just got to open those up a little bit.
That's because the gear's thicker?
Yeah, and you can see it. I mean, you know, this gear's that big.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. That's a thick ass boy.
Might have to do a little more, but we won't know until I put it in.
She's going in.
Hey, and
Oh,
I didn't have to grind again.
first try.
Yeah.
Oh man, that looks good. Yeah.
Happy.
Look at that high pinion. It was
Yeah,
way
it was
down here.
Yeah. I mean, you get so much clearance. You get
A lot more clearance.
your drive line's not like maxed out because the angle's so bad.
A lot of like little tedious little things in there, you know. But we did it.
Yeah.
That was cool. I learned a lot, man. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. I feel like I woke up at 3 today and left. And it's 4:30 now, so yeah, I just got up real early. A little sleepy. So, oh my God. I was gonna camp tonight, but it's already dark. And it's raining. And that sucks. So I think the hardest part about working on vehicles is just knowing what you're doing. So having somebody like Jared to like coach me through and show me how this works and how it's supposed to work and show me that it's done properly and kind of look over my shoulder, that was really cool. I was telling him they should offer like a course, come build your own front discs. That was like a lot of fun. I got to build my own differential. Hey, good morning everybody, welcome back. It is beautiful out here, man. I love these mountains and the hills and the clouds, and got to do the entire front diff, and then I'm gonna just let Jared do the rear so that we can knock it out and get to wiring, because I have to drive home tonight. It's a Friday night and I do not want to hit Friday night traffic, although it's probably inevitable. Right. Oh yeah.
Missing some teeth.
Missing some teeth.
Probably been into this diff before they forgot to stake the nut.
Oh, amateurs.
Yep.
Amateurs.
Amateurs. And obviously they give you like 40 feet to do it.
Yep.
So you can route it safely however you want.
Okay. Gears. We're gonna go take it for a test spin now, and hopefully everything's good to go. We just got all the wiring done. We decided not to bitch out and to do the wiring. I was tempted to just leave it. I was like, we'll just do it later. I'm tired, we'll do it later.
No, I kind of wish we still did it later, but
I feel it too. Can you feel the tension in the air? Let's go, baby! It's closer. Ah!
It's gonna be fun push start. Sorry, Max.
Well, it was a good truck. Totaled.
So like that battery is done.
What?
It's the weather.
It's the weather. The weather got to it.
It's wet out.
Oh, we're pushing. Yeah.
Hey, try to push start.
Oh, there's a ladder. Oh, the steering's stiff.
There you go, master.
You got a hill somewhere? There's no way we're push starting it. More speed! Mush!
That was reverse.
That was
30 seconds.
That was at first. That couldn't have been reversed.
What the hell's going, dude? You locked up.
It did lock up.
Yeah.
That was definitely first. I couldn't have been in. Could I have been in reverse?
Or there's reverse.
There, that's reverse.
So you do have a reverse. Okay, it's 5-speed.
Okay.
That was first gear.
But what gets goofy is up in here too. Like, I got all this going on here.
What range of the transfer case are you in?
This is the dual. I thought this was normal just normal two-wheel drive. Ready?
Try it. Go!
Nothing.
Almost had it.
Ooh, got some speed here.
Try it.
Weird.
I think your battery's done.
Yeah.
I really do. There you go. Right on. They're done. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
Bit of a bummer, yeah, that I couldn't have started it and felt it, and I was really curious to see how she would feel. So my new trailer, I'm really stoked about it. It looks beautiful. There's tons of room. I mean, it's really nice looking. I love all the lights. It's crazy how well the Raptor's sitting. We put some leaf springs on it. I'm not sure if I pulled the truck far forward enough. I might want a little more tongue weight. I mean, we want the weight over the axles, of course. We don't want all tongue, but yeah, it's gonna be I'm just gonna try it out and see how she feels. If I had a proper hitch right now, I don't have a drop hitch, but I'm gonna need one. It could definitely benefit from just dropping just a hair. It's just like a straight shank right now. And so, yeah. So, that's it for today's video. Hope that you learned something. I definitely did. It was really, really cool learning how to build my own front differential, do e-lockers, and I'm really stoked about it. I'm looking forward to, I'm really looking forward to testing it out and utilizing that front locker instead of the lunchbox locker. The lunchbox locker, you never really knew when it was engaged, when it wasn't. It was real finicky and crappy, and it was clunky, and this is gonna be way better. So huge shout out to Regear and Just Differentials for all your help and for the awesome experience in learning how to do all this stuff. Thank you all, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I need to come out here more often. We go wheeling, it'll be fun. All right guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Get some work done this week, but don't forget to live. Bye.